Welcome back. Today I'll be talking about exercises to do in frozen shoulder. If you are looking into what frozen shoulder is or how you differentiate it from other shoulder conditions, make sure you check out part 1 of my video series. This study hypothesized that frozen shoulder might be linked to poorer health habits. While the link wasn't especially established, it might be beneficial to start incorporating more healthy habits into your life, meaning maintaining or increasing physical activity, eating a well-balanced full of variety type of diet, making sure that you are eliminating or reducing the amount of alcohol and or smoking that you're doing, and also making sure that you're getting good sleep. Now, depending upon the irritability of your shoulder, certain activities might need to be temporarily swapped out just to make sure you're still able to do activity. For example, stationary bike might be more tolerable than walking in the early parts of frozen shoulder. Also, it is super important to continue lifting. If you already are lifting, you might need to do some modifications on certain exercises, but definitely continue to lift if you already are lifting.
As your shoulder becomes less painful, you can start to introduce or add back your types of exercise that you prefer, taking into consideration intensity, duration, and frequency. This may look like reducing how often you play, the length of time you play, or the intensity of the game until symptoms improve.
I know I mentioned the importance of sleep, but especially in the beginning, it can be tough to get a good night's sleep with frozen shoulder. You might want to start sleeping in a recliner and then a pillow underneath your arm, which will probably be the most comfortable position for you to be able to get some sleep.
As your shoulder becomes less irritated, you should be able to sleep on your back or on your side with a pillow underneath your arm.
Instead of thinking about stages for your frozen shoulder, we want to be picking exercises based on your shoulder's irritability.
As we go through each irritability level, I will be giving you exercises that address thoracic spine, aka mid-back extension and rotation, which has been shown to improve shoulder mobility and improving the most often affected ranges of motion. This is not an exhaustive list.
The key with all of these exercises is performing them within a tolerable pain threshold. So cranking on your shoulder is not going to help you get more motion, and it's not going to help you progress to the next irritability stage faster.
High irritability levels are characterized as greater than 7 out of 10 pain, consistent night pain, pain that occurs before end ranges of active or passive movement, and active range of motion is significantly less than passive range of motion due to pain. Arms will be crossed. You're going to focus on arching your mid back over the foam roller as you roll the foam roller slowly down your mid back. Sitting on a chair with your feet flat, pillow between your knees, arms will be crossed, keeping your hips facing forward as you twist from left to right. Do 10 to 15 reps every day or as much as tolerated. Laying down on a bed or on the floor, you're going to let your unaffected arm do all the work as your affected arm goes along for the ride. With a towel roll underneath your affected arm, you're going to take your dowel and push your arm to try and touch your hand to the ground. Do 10 to 15 reps every day or as much as tolerated.
Isometrics can be a really easy entry point where we can start working on activating the muscles without aggravating the shoulder, and they can even provide some pain relief. Push your hand into the door frame as if you were trying to touch your hand to your belly. Push your hand into the door frame as if you're rotating away from you. Push your arm away from you as if you were rotating your whole arm up and away. Push as hard as you can without pain and perform 15 to 40-second holds every day at the greatest intensity tolerated. Modern irritability levels characterized as intermittent night or resting pain,
pain that occurs at the end ranges of movement, and active range of motion is similar to passive range of motion. Some key considerations to know when to progress is when pain is less than 3 out of 10 during exercise and with no increase in symptoms the next day.
Similar setup as before, except both arms will be behind your head as you lean back over the foam roller. Same position as before, except arm will be straight out in front of you.
Do 10 to 15 reps every day or as much as tolerated.
Taking your affected arm, placing a soup can into that hand, your other arm will help you move through until you find the end of your range. Hold for 5 seconds and come back down. As your shoulder becomes less irritable, you'll be able to bring your elbow in line with your shoulder to do this exercise.
Do 10 to 15 reps every day or as much as tolerated. If abduction to 90 degrees is too painful, you can try these two modifications. You can reduce the range of motion, so go less than 90 degrees, or go in the scaption plane, which is the same direction as if you were going to make a Y with your arms.
Elbows and forearms on the wall. And all you're going to do is you're going to slide your elbows up and down, keeping your forearms in contact with the wall.
Do 10 to 15 reps every other day or as much as tolerated. Low irritability reports minimal pain, no night or resting pain, and pain with overpressure into end ranges of passive range of motion, and active and passive range of motion is about the same. Make sure to keep the same considerations when adding in activities that you have had to pause.
This time you will be in a half kneeling position. The leg up will be opposite your affected shoulder. Arms will be straight out in front of you, and you'll be drawing half circles with your affected arm as your eyes follow your hand.
Do 10 to 15 reps every day or as much as tolerated.
Face away from the wall, elbows and hands trying to touch the wall. And you're going to pretend like you're making snow angels, keeping your hands and elbows in contact with the wall for as long as possible. Lying on the edge of your bed or bench, take a soup can or a weight in your affected arm and bring your arm up and over and let the weight pull your arm down. Hold for a couple seconds and come back up.
Do 10 to 15 reps every other day or as much as tolerated.
Same exercise as before, except we're adding a band around our wrist, which we're going to keep in tension throughout the whole movement.
This time, focus on getting your arm to at least 120 degrees abduction. Do 10 to 15 reps every other day or as much as tolerated. Here's a quick summary of what I went over in today's video. I first talked about the benefits of increasing health promoting behaviors such as reducing or eliminating alcohol and smoking, in maintaining or increasing exercise and getting good sleep. I also talked about positioning with your arm and how you can use pillows to help make your shoulder feel a little bit less painful as you're sleeping. And finally, I talked about exercises based on 3 irritability levels, how to progress, and how to do them. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe.